Hello, everyone, and welcome to the preview show delivered by FedEx. I'm your host, Jonathan Merryman, joined by a very special guest. We have Darrell Wallace Jr. in studio with us today. Darrell, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
How are you doing?
Can't complain.
Can't complain. Neither one of us is doing as well as Denny Hamlin, who got the win in New Hampshire this weekend. First, it looked like the 78 car was going to get another win. Then it looked like Kyle Busch had the car to beat. The 42 was fast, but then old slick Denny Hamlin got in there, and he got it done for Joe Gibbs Racing. How big of a relief is it for not only the 11 team, but for JGR as a whole to come out there and get a win after the 78's been dominating all year long with that same equipment?
It's really big for any team to win. Look at Ricky winning at Talladega, really boosted up his finishing average after that and got another win at Daytona. So I know everybody at JGR and coach is all pumped up for Denny and proud of Denny's efforts this weekend at New Hampshire. I look to see a huge spark in that team to finish out the season strong.
All right, speaking of Joe Gibbs Racing and Kyle Busch, he's swept the past 2 races at Indianapolis in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. Can anybody contend with that 18 this weekend if he gets out front?
It'll be tough. I mean, you know, coming off back-to-back finishes there, he's got the mojo, the momentum, but you never know what can happen. Truex will probably win a couple stages. If Kyle doesn't speed on pit road, couldn't put himself behind the 8 ball, he should be able to get it done.
All right, and big news coming out of Kyle Busch last week. He told SiriusXM NASCAR Radio that if he hits 100 Xfinity Series wins, he's going to retire from the sport. But we talked about this before the show, and that was no surprise to you because he told you the same thing way before he told them. Yeah,
I knew about this. I want to say, was it last year or maybe 2 years ago he told me that. When he gets to 100 wins, he's done on the Xfinity Series. So he's close. He's getting there. He's knocking on the door.
All right, keys to getting around Indianapolis Motor Speedway, flat track. You've raced there in Xfinity a couple times, and at Pocono, you raced there in a Cup car. That's very similar. So, you know, what do you think's gonna, these guys are gonna face at Indy?
Yeah, it's a fine balance between not being too free on entry, but making sure you can get off the corner. So, making those straightaways as long as possible. If you can make your straightaway a lot longer than the guy behind you, you're going to pull away and go to victory lane.
All right, who's going to win the Cup Series this weekend?
Cup Series, I'm going to pull for Harvick there.
All right, I'm going to go with Kyle Busch. I think he goes 3 in a row. He finally gets into the playoff, and maybe Rowdy calms down a little bit once he locks himself in. You think?
Never calms down.
Never, ever. Now where you can catch all the racing action this weekend, it's 3 p.m. on NBC. Indianapolis, the Brickyard. He thinks Harvick's going to win. I think Kyle Busch is going to win. Who do you guys think is going to win? Make sure you log on to NASCAR.com all weekend long for all of your Brickyard news.